Hello guys, welcome to Data Warriors channel. In this session, we are going to discuss about between operator. So, what is a between operator? Between operator is used to filter the records within the specified range. Okay, and means whenever we have some range available for filtering the records, like if we have to filter based on the some numeric range like from 10 to 20 or maybe okay, so that we will talk. It can be used with the numbers. Between operator can be used with the numbers, text and dates. Okay, so with anything like numeric range, then if any text range we have and dates range we have, so with that we can use the between operator. And then one most important thing is that the between operator is inclusive. So what does it mean inclusive? Meaning it includes the boundary values. Means the first value which we are going to specify in the range, that and the last value which we are going to specify in that range, it will include those values in the result set. So that's why the between operator is inclusive. It includes the boundary values. Okay, now I think hope that is clear. And then what is a syntax? Means where we are going to use a between operator, that we will see. So when we are reading a data, reading all records from a table, how we are doing that with help of select star or asterisk from a table name. Reading all records from a table, and then after that, when we have to filter the records within a specified range. Then we will use where class to filter the records. Then column name on basis of which column, and then between, and then we will give the value of 1, then and logical operator, and then value 2 we have to put. Select star from a table name where column name between value 1 and value 2, and value 1 and value 2, these things are the inclusive in the between operator. So we'll get those values also as part of our result. Okay, now we will try to see or understand between operator with help of some practical examples. So let me go there in the W3 schools where we are going to try our uh, between operator with help of practical examples. Okay, so this is the W3 school editor. So first what we are going to do, first we are going to read all records from the customers table. So how we will do that? Select star from customers uh, to read all the customers data from the customers table. So I'm running that. Okay, yes, customer table having a total 91 records. We have got all 91 records as part of our result. So now we have to use the between operator. So what between operator does? It is used to filter the records within a specified range. Okay. So what we will do now here in the customers table, if we will see customer tables having customer ID field, which is having the numeric values like customer ID 1, then customer ID 2, then 3, 4, 5, like that, so on. So now we are going to filter the data within the given customer ID range. So we have to read customers data for the customer ID in range of 10 and 20. Okay. So what we are going to do? We are going to read a data from a customer's table. We have to read a customer's data from a customers table where the customer ID in range of 10 and 20. Okay. So basically what we are going to do, this is the full customers table we have retrieved. After that we are going to filter the records. So we will use a where class. So where we have to add, and then on basis of which column, so customer ID, because here we can see we have customer ID range given 10 and 20. So customer ID column we will write here customer ID. Okay. Now how we will decide which operator we have to use? Here if we will observe carefully, so we haven't in this example we don't have only single customer ID. We have the range, so not like more than one. So it's a total range. If more than one are there, then customer ID in we will use in operator for providing the multiple values. So here range is there, so that's why that is not good if we are going to provide each and every number within the range. So instead we have between operator. So where customer ID column name, after that between we will use between. Okay, and then first value, what is the first value? 10, but after that we have to give second value as a 20. So now what will happen after executing this query? Select star from a customers, read all data from customers table where customer ID between 10 and 20. So all the customers whose customer ID is between 10 and 20, including 10 and 20, since between is inclusive, we will get all customers. Let me execute this query. Yes, we have got total 11 customers. So whose customer ID is starting from 10, 11, 12 till 20. Yes. So 10 and 20 both are there, and within the range whatever like customers are available, we have got those as part of this research. Okay. So next thing we are going to see as part of our practical example from the customers table itself. So first we will read data of customers table again, entire data. How? Select star from customers. Let me execute this. Okay. So here in the customers table we have country column. So their countries are available. So what we will see here, if you see France country is there, and then Spain country is also there. So if we have to see customers data, which country is in range of France and Spain? How we will do that? Read customers data from the customers table where the country is in range of France and Spain. Okay. Now what I'm saying, read a customer's data from the customers table where the country is in range of France and Spain. So we have to read all customers who are there, whose country is there in range of now France and Spain. So how will that range, specified range is given? So we will use between operator. So select start from customers will read all data, all 91 records, and after that we are going to filter out. So we will use a where class where and on which column, on which basis of which column. So country column we are going to filter out. So we'll add a country where country, and since here we have range of values, so we will use a between operator, between operator, and country one is of France, and then and keyword we will use, and then Spain. Okay. So this is our final statement, but here we have one thing we have to remember. As we used earlier for the customer ID range 10 and 20, so we haven't provided now to the value 1 and value 2, we haven't provided the inverted codes. So those are numeric values, so that's fine. But here, since these are the text, so we have to surround it by the France and Spain by the single inverted codes at the starting and at the end of those. Okay, now I'm going to execute this. This is our final. What will happen? Whatever like countries are there in the customers table from France to Spain, it will give that us to as part of result. Select start from customers where country between France and Spain. Let me execute. Yes, out of 91 we have got 40 customers. So we will try to understand this result now. So here if you will see a country Germany, Mexico, other than France and Spain are there, then Germany, France, Spain. But we are not able to understand like how we got this Germany, Mexico. So if we have to understand, we will make it more clear. So in a recent our recent lecture or tutorial, we saw order by clause. So what we will do here, we will order by we will sort the data based on country column. So order by we will use after between operator order by, and then we will give the country column, and then in which form ascending form we will sort this data. So now what we are doing, reading all data from customers table, then we are using a where condition to filter the data within a specified range between France and Spain, and then finally to the that result, this 40 records we are ordering or sorting based on country ascending form. Let me execute this. Okay. Now, if you will see, so France is our first country value from the range. So France is coming as per the alphabetical order A to Z. Yeah, France. After France, G. Yes. After F, G comes. So Germany country is there. So it is based on the alphabetical order. Germany. It's starting from G, Germany. After that, H and then I. So that's why Ireland, then Italy. Then after that, after I, in the alphabetical order, if you see M will come. So that's why the Mexico, Norway, Poland, so on, and then finally Spain we are getting. So whatever like now from the starting of that range, the text and the final value between that alphabetical, their first letter as per the alphabetical. So whatever other letters are there, those values will come. Okay, and now so what we did, we saw between operator with the numeric numbers, then with the text. So now we will try to understand numeric operator with the dates. This between operator with the dates. So let me switch to the programming SQL online editor. So here we have orders table. This is the order tables we have. We will read data, entire data first from the orders table. Select star from orders. To read entire data from the orders table, we will use select star from orders. Let me execute this. Okay. So this is the data, and if you will see this order ID is the field, then item, amount, customer ID, order date. Okay, these are the five fields. So if we have to filter the records, filter the order records whose order date is uh, between the starting of March 26 to the 31st March 26. So how we will do that? First, let me write the practical scenario. Read all orders from orders table whose is between order date is between 1st March 2026 to 31st March 2026. Okay. So read all orders from orders table. We are already doing select star from orders. So all orders we are reading. After that, orders table whose order date is between 1st March 2026 and 31st March. So this is nothing but a range from 1st March to 31st March. How we'll do? So we have to filter out based on the range. So we will use a where class, and then on basis of which column order date between. So order date column we have to filter out order, where column name will be order date, and then which operator we are going to use for the range between. And then first date you have to provide. First date will be 1st March. So which format we have to provide a date? Year, month, date. 2026 03, and then what is the date? 01 YY MMDD format. Then and will come, and then you have to give the value to. So that will be 2026 03 31st. Okay. Let me execute this. We will get the final result. And then for better visibility, if you want to use the order by to sort the data, you can use order by. Which column you have to give in the order by column name, order date you will give order date, and then ASC for the ascending. Let me execute this. Okay. Now in the ascending form, if you are able to see, we have got the orders which are from the 1st of March to the 31st March. 1st 2026 031 and 31st. These are the orders. Okay, so final example, one more thing we are going to see today. Let me go to our slide. So till now we saw the between operators. So whenever the range of values which we have given, those are there, then it is giving us that result. So we have not between operator also, which is opposite to the between operator. What it will do, the not between operator can be used to exclude a range of values. Okay, so if we have to ignore customer id, whose customer id is from 10 and 20, all customers having the customer id in between 10 and 20, then what we are, instead of between, what we will use, not between. So it will ignore those range of values. So we will try that as a practical example. So read all customers data from customers table excluding uh, customers having customer id between 10 and 20. Okay, what we have to do? We have to read all customers data from a customers table excluding customers having customer id between 10 and 20. So first we will read all data, select star from customers, and then we have to exclude some range of values between 10 and 20. So we'll use where class, where, and then which column name we have to give based on customer id we are doing. So customer id we will give customer id, and then it is saying excluding customers having customer id 10 and 20. So we have to exclude. So instead of between, for the range we are going to use a between, right? So we have to use not between. If excluding done, not between, and then you will give that range 10, and then second value will be 20. Since it is a numeric, that inverted quotes are not required. Okay, let me execute this. Okay, we have got total 80 records. So we will see. We don't want no other customers who are having that ID from 10 to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And after that 10 to 20 are not there, and then 21 and so on. Till 91 we will be having. Yes. So these were not between works. Not between operator is opposite of the between operator. And these are the some practical examples we saw as part of between operator to understand it. So basically, between operator is used to filter the records within a specified range, and we can use it with the numbers, text, and dates. And then whatever values are providing value 1 and value 2, those are inclusive, means those will be there in part of as part of our result. So thank you guys. We will see you in the next session.